the first year student of computer sciences, Bachelor of Computer Sciences. Very welcome. As you know, I want to introduce myself again. My name is Muhammad Ali Sargadi. For my full name, you can call me Ali. We're going to be together in this code, which is class A, I think, for the first half of the semester, and then Mr. Haruna will take my role and will be your tutor. So I will be your tutor for the first half. I think you should have the lab material already, right? Turn off my video to check the chat box. Where's the chat box? Okay, I have response from many of you. Okay, thanks so much. I keep my window open, the dev C++ in here, and we start coding together. During we are doing the coding, I suggest you do not copy and paste. You have the digital version of the book, but I suggest you never ever do the copy paste. Try to type. It doesn't matter how long it takes. We are going to learn and we go ahead slowly and we want you to learn. So forget the copy paste. I don't know if all of you have the dev C++ installed or not. I do not remember. Not yet. Okay, okay, no problem. No problem. Uh, just go and search dev C++. The version I have in here, as you can see, is dev C++ 5.11. I suggest you to look for the same version or even newer version and try to install it. If any problem, let me know. Uh, I prefer all of you to use dev C++. If you use the same compiler, we can do the troubleshooting together and it will be easier for all of us. So not to use any other compiler like Microsoft Visual Studio and or any other compiler. It will be actually easier for me because I have this one installed, and I suggest you to all install the dev C++. If there any problem, you can help each other, I can help you, and you're all the same. Different platforms may be a bit difficult to handle. It takes more time. Okay, thank you, Bilkis Nasuha. Okay, thank you so much. So go ahead installing the dev C++ first, and then when it is installed, you can let me know if you face any. I think the installation is very straightforward. Just click next, 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 and then at the end, you should be able to see this one. I think all of you are using the 64-bit machines. Yeah, nowadays everyone is using 64-bit machines. So after the installation, when you run, you should be able to see this, right? And then you can select the TDM GCC 4.9.2 64-bit release. Go ahead, do it, please. If any question, please do not hesitate anytime to drop your question in the chat box. Do not forget to mark your attendance. The attendance list will be available 10 minutes before the class starts, means 10 minutes before 9, and it will be closed 10 minutes after the class, which will be 11:10. So go to your e-learning and mark your attendance. Don't forget to do that, please. During the time you're downloading the file and you're installing, please raise your hand, but you can say yes in the chat box. If I call anyone, like for example, Siti Nur Bilkis binti Nasuha. Yes, this is the, I think this is the one who was asking for the Microsoft Visual Studio. Okay, Lim Jing Chung and Ugan Raj, they did the installation. Han Huang Sing, no, no, done installation. Okay, can I move to the next step? Still downloading. Okay, no worries. When I want to move to the next step, if anyone is still downloading or facing a problem, let me know. This is the new normal and the new fashion of the education. So we have no choice. I really don't like it. I want to see your face. I want to sit beside you and you coding with each other, but of course we cannot do that, which is very sad. Nur Dayana. Nur Dayana is here. Yes. Muhammad Akif, are you here? Muhammad Akif, sir. I think Muhammad Akif is not here. Can I move to the next step? Okay. So all of you have the dev C++ installed. Let's go to the next step. You have in the menu, you have a tab. The name is Tools. Can you open it and then go to the compiler options and see what you have here? If you have TDM GCZ 492 64-bit release, and you have this one dash static dash lib GCC, and this tick is there. Okay, so press the OK. Everything should be fine. Okay, can we start coding? If anyone has problem, just say no. Wait. Okay, I think everyone is okay. So let's start the coding. Uh, for start coding, you have to open a file. You have two. Which one? Repeating which one? Okay, the last step. Okay, go to Tools. From the menu, go to Tools, Compiler Options. And then when you open the compiler option, in here, the drop-down menu, you have to see TDM GCC 4.9.2 64-bit release. And then in here, down there, add the following commands when calling the linker: dash static dash lib GCC, and the tick and the box should be ticked. If your window compiler option is the same as the one I have, and I think you are able to see that, everything should be fine. Okay, let's start coding the first program and test the compiler if it is working well. To open a new file, you have two ways. You can first go to File and press New. When the new comes, you have two options: Project or the source file. You have to click on the source file. Sorry, source file, and the new file will be open. New source file, right? And then when you open the new file, try to Try to open your lab material. Let me share this one with you too. Okay, you should be able to see. You should be able to see the PDF file, right? Okay, so we start, all of us, including me, start to type the first program. Number one, item A. Can you start doing that? I will do the same without copy pasting. Try typing. Oh, one more thing. If you can see in my file, the font is big. Normally for the laptops and some desktop, those computer that has have high resolution, the font is very small. And by default, I think the font size is 10. If you want to make your font size bigger to not to hurt your eyes, you go to tools again, and then to the editor option, select the font menu, font tab, sorry, and then the first box, you can increase the size like me. I increased that to 20. So you can see my screen better. It's up to you. If 10 is okay, size 10 is okay for you, go ahead. But if you want to make it bigger, not to hurt your eyes, do it please. I set it for 20, easier for you and me to see it. Okay, the first two lines, um, during the time you are typing, I'm explaining you what you are doing. Of course, it's very soon to know all these things, but I'm just explaining you. The first line is including one header file named IO stream. So IO stream is a header file. You need it. I will let you know where you need it. And using namespace std is also needed. It's not 100% necessary to put it there, but in your programs, it is better to have it always there. After including all the needed files, it is better to put this line using namespace std there. I will let you know later on why you need that. Are you done with the typing? This is the first C++ program. Okay, the first thing you do, you have to save the file by pressing Control S, right? And then name your first program as Hello World because the Hello World uh, uh, terms is written here. Okay, this is the time. This is the time to run your program to see the result. You press F9, all of you, in here in this bottom side window, compilation result. I'm highlighting that. You should be able to see no errors, warning, no, and then the compilation time and other statistics of your program. If if this is the same for you and you're not seeing any error, let me know to move to the next step. The key F9 is compiling your program. Are you all done with the compiling? Okay, okay. I just told you after writing the program, you have to press Control S or go to the file and press save. The easiest way is to press Control plus S and then the window open. Name your program and save it. After that, press the key F9 on your keyboard like this, and then the compiler will compile your program. If everything is okay, the compiler is okay, your program is okay, the number of errors should be zero, the number of warnings should be zero. Is it the same for all of you? Anyone who has problem, let me know. I think everyone is okay. So I'll move to the next step. What is get chat? Can I out? Just we are just checking the program and the compiler. In the following, you will know all these things. Okay? You're pressing F9, but it's not functioning. Okay. Can you share your screen, please? I stop sharing. Can you share your screen? I can see. Can you maximize your window? Include include stream using SSD into main. Hello. Now, the chat. Okay. Can you press F9 now? No, you are just show us the dev C++ window. Okay. Can you press F9? Nothing happened. Oh wait, what's my okay? Press F9 and it will lock my screen. What is the? Are you using Windows? Yes, as he said, can you use the press the function key and then press F9 to see what happened? Okay, so you have to use your function key, or you. Let me share my this one again. Let me share my dev C++ again, please. Sorry guys, where is my dev C++? Okay. Okay, if you have the same problem as Jiawei, the other option for you for compiling is to go to execute in the menu to execute and then press compile by mouse. And after that, you have to press F10. I'm pressing F10 now. You can see the output of your program. Hello world, awesome. This is my first C++ program, right? Everybody can see this and see my window or not? Okay, I'm sharing it. You should be able to see that. You should be able to see that now. Okay, I'm sharing my whole screen. But no. Anyway, all of okay. After compiling, Ling shall do. After compiling means pressing F9. Press F10. A black window should come up, and you should see the what is your problem? Debugger. Can you explain your problem? Can you share your screen, please? Okay, if the F9 is not working, go to the menu and then to execute, press compile, and then after compile, run like this. Okay, can you show us? Okay, wait. you are missing after the line see out. At the end of the line, you are missing the semicolon. Can you put the semicolon at the end of the line and then compile again? No, not okay. If you can, okay, can you keep it there? Do not compile, please. Do not compile. Keep it there. Uh, I can everyone see the window shared by Tibagar? Okay, okay. You can see the red line in the compile window down there. The red line. The red line is pointing to the error. The error is telling you what exactly is wrong. Expected semicolon before get char. So you go to the get char. Before get char, you have the line see out. At the end of the line, you were missing the semicolon. Can you run it, Tibagar, please? Tibagar or Tibagar. Okay, it's compiling. Done. Press F10. I want to see your result. I mean, the output. Very good. Very good. Congratulations to you. Okay, you can stop sharing. Yes. This is the first. I think uh, nobody has problem with the compiler. Okay. So go to the second program and start typing the second program in your yeah, number one, item B. Can you type it? I start typing too. Okay, are you done with the typing? If you're done, okay, okay. So up to now, you have one program, which the name is Hello World. This is your second program. Please, after finishing the typing, go to File, Save As, because you are not going to replace the previous file. Maybe later on you want to play with that file. So press Save As and change the name Hello World to Get Line, like this, Get Line, because this program is showing you how Get Line is working. Then save. Are you okay with that? I suggest you to create a folder in your PC, name it the date of today. Today is 21st October 2020, your first session. And then keep all your programs there. Maybe later you want to refer to them. You don't need to rewrite. So can I compile it? After writing the program, save as, get line, and then press F9. Okay, my program is very fine. No error, no warnings. What about you guys? Any problem? Okay, very good. Very good. So now it's the time to press F10 to see the result. The program is asking you to enter your full name. So I enter my full name and then press problem. Okay, okay. Wait, wait, wait. Let's fix the problem first. Uh, Muhammad Amir Azizi, what is your problem, sir? Muhammad Amir Azizi, okay, okay. So I compile it again like this, and then F10. I bring it here. Can you see my window? Okay, wait, wait, wait. No, you cannot see. Now you should be able to see. Okay. Uh, the program is asking me, please enter your full name. So you do the same thing, compile it and enter your full name. And then press enter. It is asking, enter the city you live in. Of course, Penang. And then press enter. When you enter your information, the program is returning the information to you by doing some kind of greeting. Hello, Muhammad Ali Safgadi. You live in Penang, but I have a typo in my program. In and Penang is attached to each other. So between, yes, it's space here. Okay, if done and no problem, let's go to the third program. in your manual. Can we go to the third program? I mean, item C. Still, I have a question. No problem. Tibagar. Go ahead, Ben. Ask me the question. Please, if you have any question, do not hesitate to stop me and ask me a question before I move to the next step. When we press the F10 for the second time, will it open a second? Okay, let's try it. I'm pressing F9 to compile and then F10. And then again, I go to, okay, let me share this. Okay, when I press F10 is like this. And then I press F10 again. Yes, the second one is created. So if you press F10 multiple times, multiple command line prompt will be seen. Okay, what is next? We'll open the second. Okay, my end was not declared. What do you mean? Can you clarify the question? Kevita, Kevita Veni? I think Tivagara, I answered your question, right? It is opening another command line prompt. Yeah, that one is L. And L is short for end line, but they make it short as end L. But in the compiler, it is shown like one, but it's not long. It's not one. It's L. Okay. So let's move to the third item C. You're running out of time, please. Okay, but no problem. Don't be shy. Any question, please ask me. I don't want you to leave the class before you ask. After enter our name, are we supposed to enter our city? Okay, can I run it again and you see? Again, I'm pressing F9. Okay, wait. Again, I'm pressing F9. Okay, Akma Akisha, what is your problem? I will compile it again. Don't worry. Lei Xin Xian. Don't worry, I will compile it again. What is the problem of Akma? Yes, of course. Share it with us, with all of us. Okay? Can you maximize your Dev C++? Press the S square on the top. Oh, ID return one exit status. Uh, for this error, the compiler is telling you that the output file is open. Can you close the black window and run again? Close the CMD. The window, the black window. No, no, the black window, it is written get line dot. No, 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 no. Yeah, you have multiple output window. When you have multiple output window open, you will receive this error. ID return 1. So compile again, it will have no error. Yes. Can you run it so everyone can see your program, please? Okay, very good. Please enter your full name. Did you enter your full name? Nur Akma Akisha Binti Mukhtar. Which city? Dantan. Very nice. Hello, Nur Akma Ashika Binti Mukhtar. You live in Kelantan. That's very nice. I think, okay, who was after internet? Lei Xin. You were asking me after enter our name, we supposed to enter our city. Yes. Okay, Bernard Wong. What is your question, sir? Is it a must to enter in the last C out as it is the last line print out? Thank you, sir. Bernard, please, this is all your questions are okay to me. I know you're very curious to know more, but we are covering everything in this tutorial. Don't worry. Let's go ahead step by step. And still, if you have any question, at the end, I will answer all your questions, okay? But I'm fine with your question. No problem. You can ask question anytime. But if I feel that we have the same question in the following, I do not answer it. Okay? Check. Lei Xinjiang. Check. Can I share my screen? Yes, of course, share it. So meaning your problem is solved. I'm sorry, excuse me. Okay, no problem. I share my dev C++ again, and then if no more question, let's move to the no problem. Let's move to the third program, which is item C of question one. Right? Let's do it together. Don't forget to put the semicolon at the end of any line in C++, except like this, for example, int main for the functions. The main function, you don't need to put the semicolon at the end. But for the rest, you have to do. Otherwise, you will see you will face error. Okay, if you're done with the, if you're done with typing, go to the file again, save as, and save the file as PTR. PTR. Then save it. Are you done with the typing and saving the file? Null PTR was not declared in this scope. Okay. Okay. What is this link? Yeah, it should be same for all of you because it is not, it is not, I mean, the PTR as a pointer is unknown. What was that? No, what was the error? Okay, null PTR was not declared in this scope. Okay, can we do something with each other? I mean, together. Let's just to solve the problem. Let's just like this. Okay, we cannot copy. Okay, never mind. Can you type this the same thing in here? No, PTR was not declared in this scope. And then can you Google it and let me know what you find? What is the solution for this? This is one way to solve your problem. Is copy, I mean, type this error means null PTR was not declared in this scope, and then paste it in your Google. I'm doing the same thing to see what the result is. Any one of you find a solution can explain in the chat box so everyone can see. Uh, okay, let me see who is answering. Yasmin. The link gave solved the problem for me. Okay. It states that we need to change the language standard. Okay. Choose compiler options, setting, code generation. Okay. I'm going to share the solution for you. Can you just please follow this? Can you? Oh, okay. Can you see my in here the compiler option? Okay. Dash std equals C++ and the rest, and then tick that one. Can you all of you do this to see if it solve the problem? I'm doing it myself. I go to tools, I go to compiler option, and then dash std, what was the rest? Equal sign, and then C++ and 11, and then press OK. So let's run it again. Still the same problem. So I'm following, okay, erase. Tools, compiler option, settings, code generation, under language standard. Yeah, actually it was the same. It was the same as I did in there, in here. Oh yeah, I didn't tick. Sorry guys, I didn't check the S square. Okay, and then compile it. No error, no warning. Then run. The value in X is 25. The value pointed by PTR is 25. So don't worry about the rest. I think everyone is okay now, right? So the solution was the one I shared with you, but I myself forgot to tick the box. No problem. Okay. So for the time being, the compiler is okay. All the programs are okay. Let's move to the next, which is, I don't know if you can see my PDF file or I have to share it. And yes, I have to share. Okay, let's move to the second. My value pointed by PTR is. Can you share your screen to see your program, Bernard? Uh, okay, okay, let me check the program. The program is assigning 25 to X and no PTR to PTR. And then it's changing the address of X to PTR. Oh, the problem is that in the last C out, you're missing the star before PTR. Okay, close the CMD, okay, and run, compile and run again. Fine, fine. Okay, I have to share my this one, and I have to share dev C++. Okay, I think you should be able to see. Okay, let's move to the next. Are you guys okay to move to the next? Any problem? Any questions? Okay, Audrey, Audrey, can you share your screen, please? The reason why I ask you to share your screen, I want all your friends see and we get familiar with different errors. This is a very good, actually, platform, the online platform that everyone can see everyone's screen. Okay. PTR. Okay. Before PTR, before X, you have to put the sign ampersand, not 8. That one is ampersand. Can you put the ampersand and run so everyone can see your program is successfully run? But you are missing the ampersand. Can you put the oh, okay. Run it again. Run it. Okay, when you share, you have to share your screen, not the specific window, so everyone can see, because we cannot see your screen now. But if the output is okay, just let us know to move to the next. Never mind. Okay, is that okay, Audrey? Okay, good. Um, okay, what is next? Next is, okay, using the program in one item A, remove line 7 and explain what happened. Okay, let me go to dev C++. That's why I told you never replace your programs. I go and press open. The first program was Hello World. So I open the Hello World program and I remove. Okay, when you want to remove something, you don't need to delete it. You only need to comment it out by putting 2/ before the line, like what I did. Okay, so that line will be inactivated. So I'm compiling F9. Sorry, I'm not here. F9 and F10. So what is the difference, guys? When I have this one and I don't have that one. The difference is that when I'm removing the get char, Actually, compiler to compiler for C++ compilers, from one compiler to another compiler, the output may be different. For dev C++, as you can see, the output is always kept for you. Even I'm removing the get char, okay, and I'm running the program. You can see the output. But in some compilers, if the get char is not there, the output only flash and you cannot see the output, right? So the get char wait for you, as it is explaining here in the first page of your tutorial. Get char wait for the enter key to be pressed, right? I compile it again. I activate the get char, compile, run. You see, the cursor is blinking there and waiting for the enter to be pressed to finish the program, like this. But when I inactivate the get char, compile, run, it is not waiting for me to enter to press the enter key, right? That is the difference. But you cannot see my, sorry, you couldn't see, I forgot to share that one. Okay. Okay. Any question so far? So you know what the get char is doing now. You saw it. Let's move to the third question or third instruction. Explain what each line is for every line code in 1A and 1B. Okay, do you expect me to explain everything or you understand? Okay, let's do it like this. If you do not understand any of the lines, let me know to explain you. I think all of you are new to programming. Do I explain all of them line by line? Yes, of course, I can explain. Okay, can you see my screen now? Okay. We go line by line. Okay. Number one, item A. The first line is the include IO stream. As I told you before, when you do programming, there are some predefined functions in any compiler, in any C++ compiler, like the cout. Cout in here is a class. Sorry, I said function, but in C++ we have the class. So it's a class, but you don't know what is exactly doing, what is exactly happening in cout, right? Behind the cout, there are some instructions that we cannot see. We are just using the instruction cout. So the cout is defined in the predefined class, which is mentioned in the file IO stream. In here, in C++, when you include this IO stream, we don't put the extension of the file. The extension of the IO stream is H, which is short for the header file. The header files are telling the compiler that if for example the user is using cout, the definition of cout is mentioned in the iostream header file. So let's do it. Let's go to the program. If I activate this get jam, okay, let's comment out this line and compile. Definitely we will see the error. And then what the error is, the error in here is cout was not declared in this scope. Can you see, all of you? Okay, okay. So the problem is that the compiler doesn't know the cout. It cannot recognize the cout. So this file, which is iostream, which is normally used for the input and output, is telling the compiler that cout is defined there. Go and check the iostream. Then when the compiler go and check the iostream, it is recognized now. They know what the cout is. So I hope you understand the first line. The second line is using, of course, these things, they include matter is not very important for you right now because it is high level programming. You will do this in the future. You will write your header file maybe at the end of the semester maybe. But as it is mentioned in the tutorial that you should know, I'm explaining you. The second line is using namespace std, right? Okay, let's do it in here. I'm commenting out this line using namespace std and then compile. Still, the line 6 of my program, cout is defined in the iostream, but still cout. Let's see the error. What is the error? The error is cout was not declared in this scope. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me just explain you how it works. Let's say we have, I can see Akma. Okay, Akma. Let's say in this class we have two Akma, right? When I say Akma, which one should reply? They don't know. Both of them are Akma. So I have to mention Akma Akisha. If I say Akma Akisha, someone will reply. If I say, for example, Akma Sinzian, another person will reply. So this error is telling that the namespace is not clear. To which namespace does this cout belong? Right? I hope everything is clear up to now. Okay, to solve this problem, I have two ways. First way is to put std double colon in here. Can you see? I save and then compile. Problem solved. Bingo. So cout, maybe the user is defining another class with the same name cout. Because as I mentioned you before, the cout is a predefined class. Let's say the user, which is you, is defining another class with the same name cout. But the namespace is not std. Std is short for standard. So all the predefined classes like cout, like getChar, all of them belong to std namespace. So this first way, which putting std double colon here is not efficient. Why not? Because every time I want to use the cout, I have to put the std double colon in here. So I don't like it. I don't want to repeat this. So I remove it. Before the main function, I just call this using namespace std. So from now on, any class you call like cout will be recognized by the compiler. Okay, understood? Any question? No question. Okay. I go to the third line is empty. The fourth line is the main function of the C++. All the programs in all programming languages, almost all of them, they have a main function which when you run the program, when you compile the program, the compiler will go to the main function. The main function in here, normally they put int before that. This is the main function because you may have different functions in the program, but the main function, which is called main, is the start of the program for the compiler. The compiler will start doing the instruction after the main program. After this bracket is open. Okay. Later on, when we go to the function part of the tutorials, you will understand what is the difference between the other function and the main function. So the main function is always there. In C, we have void. We can have void as a main function, which is not returning anything. But in C++, definitely you have to have the int main. And then at the end of the program, because the output int main means the output of the program, not the output, sorry, not the output. The program should return any integer. Int is the short for integer. So the program should return any integer to the main function. That's why we always have this return 0, because the integer is mentioned here. So so at the end, we have to return one integer to the int main. So don't worry about these things. I'm just explaining you. Just listen to it. If any question, let me know. But those things I mentioned are not very important right now for you. Let's go to the cout. I told you cout is a predefined class. When you use the cout and then using this symbol or whatever you call, you can say to smaller than sign, and then put everything you want in the double quotation sign, and exactly the same thing will be shown in the output. Whatever you put between the two double quotes will be exactly printed on the console or the output of the program. And the get char, I told you before, it keeps the output for you to see that until you press the enter key. This is all for the first program. Oh yeah, it's a good question. I will let you know what the \n is. Okay, I forgot to explain that. Thank you very much. The first program was hello world. The second was the get line. Okay, what is \n? \n is exactly like end line. But the difference is if you want to use the \n, you have to put it inside the double quotation. It must be inside the double quotation. If not, if you don't want to use the \n, you have to output the end line, right? Well, both of them are doing the same thing, but the position of the \n is inside the double quote. The end line will be outside the double quote after this smaller or whatever. I don't know. I actually do not remember the name of this sign, but whatever it is, you have to put the end line after this. So what is the function? It will go to the next line. It will end the current line and go to the next line. Right? If I compile it, you will see the same thing. The cursor is blinking at the first of the second. Can you see? Can you see the output? I think you should be able to see because I shared my whole screen. Hello? Okay, okay. So the cursor is blinking at the second line. So let's go back to the program. Okay. \n is the same. Let's run it. The cursor is at this. Yes, exactly. Is equal to go to the next line. Is at the second line. But if I remove the \n and then compile and run, the cursor is at the end of the first line, right? So the \n and end line are doing the same function. The position is different, but both of them is moving the cursor to the first of the next line. \n. Okay. Any other question for the first program? If not, I go to the second program. For the second program, we have something new. You know the first line, the second line, the third line empty, the fourth line you know. We go straight to, but why do we need to move to the next line? Okay, I will tell you in this program why you need to go to the next line. You will see. Okay, that was Lei Xinjiang. Okay, just be patient. Let me explain this. The second program, you will see why you need. Okay, the first one, we have different variables in C++ or any other programming language. We have integer, we have float, we have double, we have string, and any of them, they are like different containers for your variables. For example, if you are calling a string, if you're defining or declaring, better to say declaring, you're declaring the variable name in here as a string. What does it mean, a string? String means like my name, Ali is a string. Lei Xinjiang is a string. Bernard Wong is a string. So we call them string. So the name is declared as a string. City, like Penang, like Kelantan, like, I don't know, Pahang, Kedah, whatever. They are also a string. Wherever we have the sequence of the characters, we call it a string. Okay, remember this. And for the programming, for the C++ programming, string is recognized by enter. When you press the enter, the C++ compiler will understand that this is the end of the string. You will see. Okay, so this is only declaration of two variable name and city. Cout, you know what it is? Exactly the same thing between the double quote will be printed on the output. When we compile, the program first is asking you, please enter your full name. And then getLine. GetLine is a very useful tool or useful class or function in C++. The getLine has two parameters. Okay, let's say the getLine is a class or is a function. Doesn't matter. Any function like this one, I told you, if you remember, I told you the main function. Any function has parentheses in front of that, right? But for the main function, normally we don't have any parameter. We have empty parentheses with no parameter inside that. But getLine is a function which receives two parameters, right? The first one is cin. Cin is like cout, but cout is used for the output. Cin is used for the input from the keyboard. Means when the cin is compiled, the program is waiting for you to enter whatever you enter from the keyboard and store it in the variable in front of the cin. So we have two parameters. The first parameter is cin, which is a class to get the whatever you want to enter by the keyboard. This is the function which is reading your keyboard and whatever you enter, and then it waits until you press the enter. When you press the enter, it will save all the things before the enter in the variable name, right? You got it or not? The same thing for line 11. Line 11 is enter the city you live. Exactly the same thing will be printed on the output. And then when the get line is compiled, is run, and the first parameter is cin. The cin is getting what? Sorry. I made a mistake. The cin is getting one character. The cin is not getting the whole string. Sorry, I'm correcting myself. Please. The cin is receiving one character. But the function of getLine is checking if the character is enter or not. If the character is, because you know, every key you press on the keyboard, it has a code. It has an ASCII code, which is received by the compiler. When the compiler is receiving the enter by the getLine function, the getLine function come to know that this is the end of the line, and then save everything in the variable which is written as the second parameter. We call these two parameters of the functions. Parameters of the function getLine, cin and cd. What is the difference between cin? What do you mean? Cin is a class like cout, right? Cout is printing something for you. Cin is receiving character from the keyboard. And then it is checked by getLine. If it is enter, means the end of the string. getLine is receiving a string. In the book, cin and we use to get input 2. Yes, exactly, I'm telling you. But cin is getting only one character. When you press one character, it will go to the next instruction. But when cin is a parameter inside the getLine function, it will wait for you to enter what? To enter, sorry, to press the enter. When the enter is pressed, the whole string will be saved in the city in here, which is a variable defined as a string, right? GetLine is for, okay, we will check it. Never mind. And we have another two cout. The first cout is written hello. What I told you, whatever between the double quote will be exactly printed on output. But for the variable, it is different. For the name, as you can see here, name doesn't have any double quote. It means name is a variable. You're not going to output the word name. No, name is a variable of type of a string. So what do we have in the name? Whatever you entered by the keyboard in here in line 10 will be stored in name, and then the content of the variable name will be shown, which is your name, which is the thing you entered before in line 10. And then the end line, you know what it is. Okay, you asked me before why we are using the end line. I am removing the end line in here. Okay, and I am removing the, okay, I keep this one. No need to remove the last one. I'm removing the end line and running the program, compiling, and then running again. Okay, please enter your full name. Let's say I write Ali Sargadi. This is not my full name actually, but just as a practice. Okay, and then until I'm not pressing enter, whatever I enter, I input will be saved in name, in variable name, right? Okay, enter your city. Okay, whatever, anything, until you enter the enter. Okay, when you enter the enter, hello, Ali Sargadi, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think the strings are very long and it is cutting the string. Let me run it again, please. Okay, I'm running it again. Okay. And this is my name. I press the caps lock, no problem. And then my city is Penang. Okay. Hello, Ali Sargadi. You live in Penang. If you I miss in the book, C name can be used to get input too. Yes, of course, but one character only. I will show you how it works. Okay. One of you asked why we are putting the end line. If I don't put the end line here after my full name, you see the two lines are attached to each other and it's not very nice. It's not readable. So I return the end line here and run it again. It will be much nicer and more readable for the user, isn't it? So after each line, you want to go to the next line, you have to use the end line or you use the backslash n inside the quotation in here. Okay, you keep asking, cin is getting from input. No problem. Let's do it. You don't want to use the get line, right? I remove the get line. Cin name. I don't want to use the get line. Let's use only cin as you said. I'm following you, no problem. Let's run it. Let's compile. Okay, let's run it. Compile and run. Okay, full name A. What? Okay. It's doing the same thing. I'm really surprised. Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry. I made a mistake. Yeah. I made a mistake. There should be a difference between cin and getline, but I made a mistake between C and C++ because I mostly do the C programming. Okay, never mind. Okay, as you saw in here, they did the same function. Okay, let me do a search. Sorry, let me do a search and you see in C++, because in C we are using a scanf, and a scanf is receiving only one character. Let me stop sharing. Hmm. Okay. Okay, in C++, you're right. The cin and the getline, they are doing the same thing. Okay, they are doing, yes, they are doing exactly the same thing, but the difference is that the getline is a standard library in C++, but cin is only an instance of iStream. Okay, it's a library. Getline is a library, but the cin is only, yes, I know I'm not sharing because I was searching the difference between cin and getline. Getline is a library, is a standard library, but the cin is only an instance of the iStream, which is in the iostream header file. Never mind, for you it's the same. They are doing the same function. No worries. Okay, any other questions? If not, we go to the PTR. Okay, first, second, the same. We go to the sixth line number 6. Line number 6, you are defining, in the previous program, you were defining name as a string. You define two variables, if both of them were string. In here, you are going to declare two variable. The first one, x is integer, right? The second one, you will read all of them in the future, but it's difficult for me to explain the PTR. PTR is a pointer. When you put star, this star, before any variable, instead of PTR, you can put anything. You can put X, Y, I don't know, whatever, Z, whatever name. You can put whatever you want as a name. But when you put the star before that, it means it is a pointer. And for the initialization, you are assigning 25. We call it initializing the variables. When you declare the X, at the same time, you are initializing X with 25. And you're initializing the pointer with null, meaning that this pointer is not pointing to somewhere. Okay, what does it mean, pointing? Some variables are defined as pointers in the programming languages, and it's the same for the C++. It means these pointers are not storing any value like X. X is storing value 25 as an integer. It is keeping 25 inside. But PTR is not going to store or keep any variable, but it is keeping address of the variable. For example, star PTR is able to keep the address of the X. I don't know if you know or not. Any of the variable you define like X, they have value. The value is like here, 25, and they have address. Because when you declare a variable, the compiler is allocating one, for example, for integer, which is 4 bytes, it is occupying 4 bytes of the memory. So, sorry. So these 4 bytes, the first byte has an address. Actually, all of them, all of the bytes has address, but because integer is 4 byte, the address of the first byte will be kept in the pointer. Did you get it? Did you get what I meant? Yes, exactly. You can do that. You can write int star PTR is equal to ampersand X, which is done in here in line 9. In line 9, when you put ampersand before any variable, it means you're pointing, you're referring, better to say not pointing. You're referring to the address of variable X, not to the content of the X. Because content of the X is 25. But address of the X, we don't know. Nobody knows. Only the PC knows. Because the PC is allocating a memory which includes 4 bytes for the X and is keeping the address of the first byte inside PTR in line 9. So why it is keeping only the first address of the first byte? Because it knows that integer has 4 bytes, is occupying 4 bytes. So only the address of the first byte is enough. It will continue for the second, third, and the fourth byte. But it doesn't need to keep all the addresses of all the bytes. Only the first byte, which is the start of the integer, is enough. So in line 10, we are printing the value of integer of variable X. In line 11, we are we are again printing the value. Listen to me carefully. The value of the address, I mean the content of the address where PTR is pointing to, right? Do you remember when we were compiling, one of you guys told me that the one who missed the star before PTR, so something strange was printed out. Let's try it again. I'm deleting this star, compile, and run. You see the value in X is 25. The value pointed by PTR is, if I remove the star, it is showing me the address of the memory. This is not the content of the variable X. It's the address. So we go back, put the star. If you put the star in the cout, it means that it is ordering the compiler that print the content of the place that PTR is pointing to. PTR is pointing to what? PTR is pointing to X, because in line 9 we put the address of the X in PTR, right? So the content, so a star PTR is the content or the value of variable X. Let's do it again. As you can see, the value in X is 25. The value pointed by PTR is 25. Any questions? Any questions? If no question, let's move to the next. Okay. Explain one another. Start the following program and explain how the program can produce the target, achieve what it intended to do. Okay, let's do the typing for item A and B, and then go one by one. Okay. Okay, I'll run the program. Compile, sorry, first compiling and then running. Programming is great fun. As you can see, we are printing in two different lines, in line 6 and 7, but the output is in the same line. Okay, I want to ask Ling Xiaodu. Ling Xiaodu, can you explain why we are printing in two lines, but in the output You have all of them in one line. Hello? Ling Shao Du. Ling Shao Du. Oh.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, can you explain why?
Because the computer will print all the statement continuously unless we put a NL or backslash n.
Okay, okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank
So,
you.
okay, so you know the reason. Let's go to the next program. Okay, I'm done with the typing and then I try to run. The following items were top sellers during the month of June. Holland. Computer games, coffee, aspirin. I think everything is clear and no need for any further explanation. Uh, okay, remove the end line and make the program run again. What is the end line purpose function? You know all of these. No need to do that. I think you know. If any question, let me know. Let's go to item C. Item C, you don't need to do that again because it's replacing the end line with backslash n, right? Do I need to do it? I don't think I need to do it. You all know this. What is it between end line and replace conversation? Can you do? Can you do it? Can you try? Replace the end line with backslash n and then see the difference. But do the item C. Any questions so far? Okay, for item D, assigning variables, I explained everything in the previous programs. Assigning variables is like this. When you declare any variable, you can initialize it right there. For example, in here, right in here, you can put equal sign and 5. You can initialize it at the time of declaration, or you can initialize it in here. After declaration, you put the semicolon and then assign a value to the variable number, which is a type of integer. The rest are the same. It's the same integer apple. Yes, everything is the same. We go to this one. Okay, let me check. I think all of them, yeah, you know all of them. The only thing that you don't know is the difference between the int, I think I didn't explain, unsigned int and long. Please read it yourself because this is the end of the class. I have to start the class, another class, I think group E. So there is nothing new except that you have to read about the different types of variables. Integer is 4 bytes. It can be negative and positive. It can receive negative and positive values. Unsigned int is still, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 4 bytes, but it doesn't have any negative value. And the long is bigger. It can contain bigger numbers because it has 8 bytes. The size of the long is 8 bytes. And then it is initializing here, is assigning the values in here to the variables and then printing them out in different ways. And then we have another variable. It is called character. It will receive only one character. Remember, when you want to assign any value to the variable character, you have to put them in a single quote, right? Like this one, A, B. If you put only A will be from the viewpoint of compiler, it is a variable. But if you put the single quote, it will be a character. I think the rest are the same. They are the same. Okay. B string, another string again, nothing new. Float in here, float is, I think, float is 4, or you should read all these types of the variables. That was the first session. It took a lot of time for the basic things. And then we have Boolean. Okay, bool is for the Boolean, which can be true or false only. Nothing else, only true or false, or 1 or 0. 1 is true, 0 is false. Okay, try to do all the programs. Any problem, let me know. I will answer you. I think it is the end of the session. Please, yeah, do all the programs. Any question, let me know. So far, any question? And don't forget to mark your attendance in the e-learning, please, before you leave the class. Yeah, okay. Just do let me know. You're welcome. Do let me know if you have any problem. I can answer you anything regarding this session and all the exercises. Do all the exercises. Any problem, let me know. Thank you so much. So see you next week. Take care. See you. I have to go to another class. Thank you very much. Thank you.